following the recent demonstrations by a group of youths who had intended to march to Parliament in protest against the institution over the rampant cases of corruption in the country. There were anticipations that the same will take place in Arua City today on 25th of July 2024. And to cap these planned demonstrations in Arua City where the youths intended to march to the City Hall, there was heavy deployment of security forces of the military and police to prevent the protests from taking place. Access to the City Council offices and Arua Central Police Station were restricted, with men in uniform checking whoever is to access the premises. Senior Superintendent of Police, Josephine Anguchia, the Western Regional Police spokesperson, confirms that the deployment is to prevent any likely demonstrations since they are not aware of it.
You know, demonstrations are supposed to be guided. They are to be guided, and the area police is to be informed about it, but we were not officially informed on that. We saw the information on social media. So against that background, we have made deployments to ensure that such a kind of movement should not take place in Arua City, because there was no prior information given to security. It was just on social media, and so the deployments are on just to prevent any eventuality from happening.
Some of the disgruntled youth spearheading the campaign against corruption in the city raised their concerns as these.
It is true that our generation is faced with a lot of issues, of which corruption is the main agenda. We know that in Uganda we need development, we need good health services and so many other things. But due to corruption we are seeing a deficiency in the services that we are getting from all the departments. As said earlier on, we joined the country and everyone in saying that let's say no to corruption, and we need a corruption-free Uganda so that our future generation can benefit from these protests.
Corruption affects equally all of us. The effects of corruption are long-term. The reason why we are fighting against corruption is that even the money we pay through our taxes, the donations, even part of the money that is being routed is from the loans that we borrow every year. And there's no accountability for that money. We spend a lot of money on this Parliament of Uganda. Almost every year we lose 11 trillion Ugandan shillings, 11 trillion Ugandan shillings to corruption only. 11 trillion can actually turn our economy from a third world economy to a middle income status within only 2 years. It is totally sad for us people from West Nile that even the office of the Speaker and office of Deputy Speaker and the commissioners, they are funded more than an entire region.
Meanwhile, the disgruntled youth also made the following demands to the state.
Our demands are that the size of the parliament must be reduced. We do not deserve to have all the members of parliament in that number. We also have a clear demand that the Speaker of the Republic of Uganda must resign because she has been cited on numerous occasions in corruption scandal, and she doesn't want the corruption issues to be debated in parliament. The other demand of us as young people of this country is that we need parliament, the members of parliament salaries to be reduced. We don't see any justification of the amount of money they're earning.
We are demanding that the fellow colleagues who have been arrested in the streets of Kampala, the likes of Maseruka, the 89th Guild of Makerere, the Wandukwa Simons, the Musirus, they have to be released. Because looking at the things yesterday, these people marched peacefully in the streets of Kampala. They didn't do anything. So why to keep them behind the bars in Luzira?
Charles Ichogor, the Arua Resident City Commissioner, cautioned the young people against demonstrations as he appealed to them to use the right channels in addressing their grievances.
Uganda as a country is one of the countries that is well governed in the whole world. So there are structures where you can relay, where you can dialogue to send your grievances. We are not going to tolerate, I want to make this one categorically clear, we are not going to tolerate anybody, anyone who is going to stabilize the peace we have now got here in Arua City. I think you journalists now are feeling the peace and the ambience within the city. Anybody trying to infiltrate Arua City will not be tolerated.
As a result of the growing anti-graft protests across the country, the Speaker of the 11th Parliament, Right Honourable Anita Mong, has suspended this week's plenary sessions, where the House will now be expected to resume with normal business on July 30th of 2024. Farish Majid, Okumuringa Christine, West Nile TV, Nilecast.